Here's your daily dose of history. These events happened on July 1st. In 1876, Britain passes the British North America Act, officially establishing the Dominion of Canada as a self-governing entity within the British Empire. Foreign relations initially remain under British control, but Canada gains full legal autonomy in 1931 and becomes a completely independent country in 1982, although it is still part of the British Commonwealth. July 1st is celebrated in Canada each year as Canada Day. In 1942, during World War II, a U.S. submarine sinks the Japanese ship Montevideo Maru, which is carrying 1,080 Allied prisoners of war, or POWs, from 14 nations, but is not displaying markings required by the Geneva Conventions, indicating that it is transporting POWs. The shipwreck is discovered by ocean explorers in 2023. In 1963, the U.S. Postal Service introduces the Zone Improvement Plan, or ZIP, inaugurating the use of machine-readable zip codes to improve the speed and accuracy of mail delivery throughout the country. To launch the system, the USPS invests in a massive public relations campaign throughout the 1960s, leading to broad public acceptance. In 1979, in Japan, Sony debuts the Walkman, a lightweight portable cassette player with 2 headphone jacks and a built-in microphone, for a retail price of around $150. Japanese consumers buy over 50,000 units in the first 2 months, and it is introduced in the US in June 1980. I had a Walkman in the 1980s and followed it up with a Sony Discman in the 1990s. The biggest problem with both of them was batteries. Couldn't just plug them in and recharge. Did you have a Sony Walkman in the 1980s? Let me know in the comments. In 2011, the New York Mets pay 48-year-old Bobby Bonilla, who last played in Major League Baseball in 2001, the first of 25 annual payments of $1,193,248.20. It is part of a deferred payment that Bonilla and the Mets agreed to when they cut him in 1999, with $5.9 million left on his contract. When the final Bobby Bonilla Day payment is made in 2035, the Mets will have shelled out nearly $30 million to the former All-Star to settle the $5.9 million buyout. So why did the Mets do this? Well, then Mets owner Fred Wilpon believed he would come out ahead in the end if he invested the $5.9 million back in 1999. He was confident about this because he was investing with Bernie Madoff, whose investments were paying out incredible returns. But of course, Madoff was running the biggest Ponzi scheme in history, so that massive return never came, making the Bobby Bonilla deal that much worse. Wilpon sold the team in 2020. Don't forget to check out Today in History in my Teachers Pay Teachers store. There's a link in the description. Which of these events did you find most interesting? I'd love to know. Please let me know in the comments. And I would really appreciate it if you would like this video and subscribe to the Learn with Mr. Lewis channel. And there's another great Mr. Lewis video here and another